Have you ever wondered how your cat feels when you leave for work or stay out late? Contrary to the common myth that cats are independent and don't need our attention, they can suffer from loneliness, just like humans. And while they can't put it into words, their behavior speaks louder than any words. Is your cat meowing loudly, hiding her claws in your furniture, or has she suddenly stopped playing? It could be a cry for help that you haven't noticed yet. In this video, I'll talk about 9 signs that a cat is lonely and how you can understand its hidden signals. Are you sure your furry favorite is happy? Watch to find out the truth. 1. Is your pet meowing, purring, or even screaming loudly? This could be your pet's way of expressing their emotions or getting the owner's attention. It is common for cats to start making more sounds when they are bored or lack socialization. This behavior is often seen in animals that are used to close contact with humans or other animals, but are left alone for some reason. The cat may talk to the owner when he enters the room, or demand attention with loud noises in unexpected situations. Often excessive vocalization increases at night when the household is asleep and the pet feels especially lonely. The cat may also meow at closed doors, asking to be let in, or literally follow the owner, making sounds all the time. This behavior may be a sign that the cat is bored, needs company, or is experiencing emotional discomfort. 2nd, excessive licking or grooming in cats can be a warning sign that cats are lonely or stressed. Normally, cats lick themselves to keep themselves clean, but when this process becomes compulsive, it becomes a way to deal with internal tension. A lonely cat may lick itself so often and intensely that it causes balding, redness, or irritation on the skin. This behavior is often due to an attempt to calm or distract, especially if the cat has no other means of coping with boredom or stress. Licking can become a ritual that replaces socialization or activity for the cat. Often owners notice this when a cat begins to lose hair or develops noticeable patches of hairless skin, especially on the belly, paws, or flanks. If this behavior is left unchecked, it can develop into a chronic problem that will only get worse. 3rd sign. Destructive behavior in cats is another sign that the cat may be bored or lonely. The cat begins to show an increased interest in things that are not usually peculiar to it. Scratching furniture, wallpaper, tearing curtains, turning over items from shelves, or even chewing on wires. This behavior is not a manifestation of anger or harm, but a way for the cat to release accumulated energy or attract attention. Often destructive behavior is an expression of boredom. If a cat doesn't have enough stimulation, playtime, interaction with the owner or other pets, it will find ways to occupy itself, even if it is disruptive to the home. For example, a cat may begin to scratch the couch or chair vigorously, especially if there are no alternatives, such as scratching posts. Another manifestation of destructive behavior can be a tendency to hunt for inappropriate objects, such as your slippers, clothes, or plants. This is a kind of signal. I'm here, pay attention to me. 4th sign. A cat's loss of appetite is a subtle but troubling sign that may indicate loneliness or emotional discomfort. Cats usually eat regularly and happily, but if a cat suddenly starts eating less or refuses to eat at all, it could be a signal of stress. When a cat feels lonely, her overall emotional state deteriorates, which directly affects her appetite. She may approach the bowl, sniff the food, and walk away, even if it's her favorite treat. This behavior is especially noticeable in cats that are used to the constant presence of owners and are highly dependent on their attention. If the loss of appetite persists for several days, it can affect the cat's general health, causing weakness and decreased activity. It is important to pay attention to this symptom because sometimes it becomes the first sign that your furry favorite lacks communication and stimulation. 5th sign. A cat's reticence or apathy can be a clear sign that it is lonely or experiencing emotional discomfort. Normally active and curious cats that suddenly start hiding in corners, under furniture, or avoid contact with people are clearly feeling out of place. This behavior may be a way of coping with feelings of loneliness or stress by avoiding the outside world. A cat who used to play eagerly, explore space, and show interest in people may suddenly become indifferent to favorite toys, treats, and even affection. She may lie in one place most of the time, not respond to attempts at interaction, and appear passive. Such a state is not just a manifestation of boredom, but a signal that her emotional state is deteriorating. A particularly troubling sign is the lack of the usual interest in the world around her, which is characteristic of most cats. This could be the beginning of deeper problems with her psychological and physical health. Sixth sign. Compulsive attention-seeking is another clear sign that the cat lacks companionship and feels lonely. This is manifested by the cat literally hanging around you, trying to get your attention in any way possible. It may constantly follow you around the house, jump on your lap, or try to climb on your shoulder, demanding affection, or just your attention. If the cat starts meowing, rubbing your clothes, or even clinging to you, it may be her way of letting you know she is lonely or bored. At times like this, the cat doesn't just want to be petted. It tries to make contact, even if it needs to be persistent to do so. Sometimes a cat may exhibit this behavior, especially when you are busy or not paying attention to it, as if it has a need for companionship that it cannot satisfy on its own. This behavior becomes especially noticeable if the cat was previously more independent and quietly spent time alone. An obsessive desire for attention may also indicate emotional discomfort and a need for more support from her owners. Sixth sign. Compulsive attention-seeking is another clear sign that the cat lacks companionship and feels lonely. This is manifested by the cat literally hanging around you, trying to get your attention in any way possible. It may constantly follow you around the house, jump on your lap, or try to climb on your shoulder, demanding affection, or just your attention. If the cat starts meowing, rubbing your clothes, or even clinging to you, it may be her way of letting you know she is lonely or bored. At times like this, the cat doesn't just want to be petted. It tries to make contact, even if it needs to be persistent to do so. Sometimes a cat may exhibit this behavior, especially when you are busy or not paying attention to it, as if it has a need for companionship that it cannot satisfy on its own. This behavior becomes especially noticeable if the cat was previously more independent and quietly spent time alone. An obsessive desire for attention may also indicate emotional discomfort and a need for more support from her owners. Eighth sign. Aggressiveness or irritability in a cat is another clear sign that the cat is lonely or stressed. When a cat feels emotionally unhappy, her behavior may become more aggressive or irritable. She may suddenly attack your arms or legs, bite, scratch, or even avoid you if she was more friendly before. This can happen for several reasons: boredom, loneliness, lack of attention, or overstimulation. For example, a cat may become aggressive because it is not getting enough physical or mental exercise, and its energy is released in the form of attacks. Sometimes aggression can be directed not only at owners, but also at other pets if the cat feels threatened to its space or emotions. If a cat was previously calm and docile, but has begun to exhibit these aggressive reactions, this is a red flag. Emotional stress caused by loneliness or boredom can cause a cat to become defensive in a way to avoid feeling helpless or out of control. The ninth sign. Calls to play, playful behavior directed at you can be another sign that a cat is feeling lonely or bored. If your cat starts actively hunting for your arms, legs, or even climbing on top of you in an attempt to get your attention, it may be her way of having fun or getting your reaction. Often cats start these games when they lack other stimuli or attention. They may jump on you, rub your things, bite or scratch in an attempt to get a response from you. This can be fun and cute in the first few moments, but if a cat is constantly directing their play behavior at you, it becomes a sign that they need more activity, interaction, and mental stimulation. A pet that plays so aggressively or persistently with you day in and day out may not be getting enough activity and play that satisfies her instincts. In such cases, the cat is using you as a target to release its energy because it finds no other way to escape or express its needs. Paying attention to your cat's behavior is the key to its happiness and health. If you notice any of the above signs of loneliness or stress in your cat, it's important to respond in time. Cats may not always express their feelings directly, but their behavior will tell you a lot about what's going on in their world. Understanding these signals will help you strengthen your bond with your pet and create a comfortable environment for them. Keep in mind that a cat is not just an independent animal, but a living being who needs your attention, care, and interaction. Taking care of its emotional state will not only improve its quality of life, but will also make your relationship with your cat even stronger and more harmonious.